We're going to need a lot more nest boxes, potentially. Which I don't see any eggs, so we can not worry too much about that. There's a bird in the nest box. Oh, dagnabbit! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Joe and Al Play Dwarf Fortress Challenge Mode!
My name is Joseph.
I'm Al. And, this is the boat. I saw you try to do something different there, Joe, but we can't have that. Can't be different. We're building the boat that we were building last time, and, it's going pretty good. I will point out, I turned off multi-level view.
Excellent.
So for those of you who are used to being able to see down, I think it just makes it more clear. It's nice. It looks good in some instances to be able to see what's underneath. But so, for instance, this is up above the boat. You can kind of see the outline a little bit down below, but then this is the actual boat itself.
I'm with you on this. The pros of it don't outweigh the cons for me. I get very confused.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it for my sanity's sake. If you are a viewer and didn't approve, I'm sorry. But we are here getting worked on our boat. We have built this level here, which is basically beds and meeting area, so everybody can kind of come and go as they please. And up here, we're working on our militia area, which we do not have any of these armor oh, we have one armor stand built, needs to be constructed. Yes. Let's let it run.
Cancels give water or no water source.
That's a thing. I don't know what we can do about that.
You can make a cistern, sort of.
How do you do that?
So you just pump it into a room.
Does it not freeze underground or something?
That I don't know. I mean, we can't do it now because it's frozen anyway.
Now, what should our objectives be for this week? Should we... okay, well, I'm about to answer that, Joe. I think I would like to...
Wait, so you're going to ask me and then just...
Yes, Joe, it's called a setup.
I don't have your lines. What was your plan there?
I don't have a script. I'm just saying, like, I was, you know, easing everybody into
Joe,
it.
what do you think we should do this week? Well, I don't care. Here's what we're doing this week.
I had some ideas. I was going to say I want to really focus on building the military. And we can go ahead and make this a barracks or armory right here. And we can get some people in the military. Now, I forget our exact situation as regards metal on this fort, Joe.
Not too bad. I mean, we have metal.
We are going to say metal armor then.
I don't know if we have iron. I'm pretty sure we've come across tetrahedrite at least. Yes.
We will go ahead... who do I want to put on this? It's tough to know.
I do this from the Dwarf Therapist screen because I don't know.
But it seems like there's not a ton of people with relevant skills. Oh, competent spear dwarf? Okay, you can be on there. Maybe we will open up Dwarf Therapist, Joe.
Also, I rarely know, like, who's doing what. Like, is this guy my head... I know my head cook, but, like...
Alright.
Is this guy a good carpenter? I don't know.
It's like the first time some of the people will be seeing that. I guess we did it once earlier. But, let's open... You go to the military screen... You see, like, who's good at stuff?
Yeah, I do discipline, and then I'm just like, I guess from discipline you can build all else. But I don't know if that's actually true, but that's what I do.
I mean, it's a good actual life principle. I don't know if it works in Dwarf Fortress.
Listen.
We'll try it, though. We'll assign to the renown of Quakes. All those people are going to be in the renown of Quakes.
Nice.
Not the renown of Dooms.
Mm-mm.
That's a different franchise from the same company. Do you think they killed Quake with the whole Quake Arena online thing?
I don't know anything enough about it by a long shot. I was never into Doom or Quake.
I remember playing the old Quake and thinking it was pretty good.
Why did the Arena kill it?
Because it was a very big departure. It went from being sort of a single player campaign against monsters to now you're playing against other people.
Wasn't it wildly successful though?
Was it?
There's still
you got me, man. I don't know.
What? Good stuff.
I wasn't interested. I'll say that. It killed it for Albert.
As goes Albert, so goeth the kingdom.
So we're gonna go ahead and have him train, and we're gonna have them put their squad equipment in here. But no sleeping in here yet. And then we gotta go in here to the military thing and have them schedule to train. Oh, they're set. Okay. We'll do like what's the minimums? Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's do like 7 minimum since we only have 9 soldiers in here. And then we'll copy and paste all that. Is it a P for paste?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's the UI, man. Every once in a while, it gets me. It just jumps out and it's like, it wasn't what you expected. Alright, so, and then you want to have them active. Schedule active training.
I want to, it's just that will make them do things. As opposed
I
to
want to.
Not doing things. Now,
well, let's go down.
Yeah.
What's up?
You're doing what Yep.
So do you want to say the thing out loud so people know?
Checking what metals we have. And they're going to start setting up some
Holy
armor.
cow. You know, there's a lot of kaolinite here, Joe. You can make porcelain out of that right here.
Yes, you can.
We are hoping for some limonite, which we don't. I don't know if we have that.
We hit something early on. Because you found it in editing, you noticed that we hit, I think, iron, actually.
You know what? Rather than mess around down in the mine, let's just see what we can have our metalsmiths, not our metalsmiths forge, I'm sorry, the smelter. We can smelt coke from lignite, and we can melt a metal object, and that's it.
Okay, we hit
let's
something.
Repeat this.
We hit something.
Okay, bud. I believe you.
Something.
I'm looking through here.
Well, it won't be in there, will it? I don't know how that works. It doesn't store them for that long.
It shows up in the announcement screen.
Yeah, but
it's
how
a
far
yellow
back
thing.
Does it? Oh, it does store.
But it has been a while. You're right. All right, we got chalk.
Just go through chalk.
If only someone would do a video about how to find metals.
Yes.
In this game.
It's a stupid idea.
But that's a pipe dream. If it was only 5 minutes long, that would even be better. Chalk is not a sedimentary thing, right?
I thought it was.
I can never remember. Is it?
Chalk, chert, claystone, conglomerate, dolomite, limestone, mudstone, rockstone, sandstone, siltstone, and shale are sedimentary.
Okay, so chalk should have some in here somewhere. Could have some in here.
Yes, it has the ability.
Let's do a little exploratory dig. Let's see what they get. Wait, what?
Ooh.
Moral has mandated the construction of certain goods.
Yes. I mean, hooray for our mayor.
I bet he's making GM make ventilators, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Topical.
Yeah, I guess that won't age that well, will it?
Well,
people watching this 100 years from now will be like, I wonder what that was a reference to.
Yes. Maybe next... Well, no, we're doing this all again next year, right? It's supposed to still be around.
I would assume that you build up a certain amount of herd immunity.
Nope.
And, okay, Joe. I don't know what the... You build a certain amount of herd immunity, and the next time it comes around, everybody doesn't get it all at exactly the same time. But maybe it's still a problem. Alright, what is this? White jades. Which are, our guys. A jeweler will cut into gems. Alright, we got starving, water buffalo, bull, and bull. We will go ahead and slaughter those bad boys. Got a lot of them. Got a lot of people. Now, I can't tell which bull is which, right?
To do what? Which one's starving?
Yes. We've only got 2 of them.
Is water buffalo bull?
Yeah, can I zoom to these from here?
I don't know. No.
I wanted to see if it was the thing that we put in the field on the boat to graze.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? What is this thing? Is this a yak? That is a water buffalo bull. That guy is definitely starving. Before he gets killed, I'm gonna...
yes.
There it is,
the bowl
starving.
for slaughter. Hell, he's stringy and all bone. That's when it's time to slaughter it. That's his tradition.
He is incredibly skinny. By the way, we checked this last week. We were asking, is the skinny thing an actual function of his, what would you call it? How well fed he is? Or is it just sort of a trait that he can have? And it turns out, no, he actually is, skinny. Should we build walls? No, we can't even build walls to stop them from walking on the ice. I guess we could fill in the corners.
Now to fill in the corners, that's up to you. But for the millionth time, you have to crack a cavern for stuff to grow there.
I don't even know if it will. I understand where you're coming from. In theory, I don't know if it actually will grow.
So we'll just sit here with Schrodinger's grazing.
No, we can try.
Never knowing.
It is interesting how. So I was joking earlier about the idea of the video that we're making, which we are working on for iron. Hopefully, it'll be out around the time this comes out or shortly thereafter. Doing a little tutorial on how to find iron if you're a very beginner person, and making those and trying to break the steps down into the actual steps that you have to take in the game has helped me solidify it in my mind so that I have a slightly better understanding. I know that there will be a time in the near future where I make a bonehead mistake and Joe's gonna be like, yeah, what about that video you made that you said helped you out so much? And I get that that's gonna be ironic, but
prior to making that video, I always just sort of made up reasons I didn't have iron that had nothing to do. I was just like, well, I guess it just isn't. I was not finding iron very often. I was like, well, that's luck. And now I'm like, oh, I probably didn't go to a, hey!
Got a possession, not a child this time. Oh, he's gonna make something out of glass, Joe.
Oh, neat.
Let's see if he actually does it. Oh, yeah, there he goes. He's grabbing stuff.
And he stopped. He needs something.
Yeah, he did. Let's see what he needs. Raw green. Raw what?
I can look that up. Demands raw green is indeed green glass. Raw green... Raw... Stop now. I thought we made some of that, though. Did we buy some of that?
We definitely did, but there was only 2 pieces left. If you need something that needs 3 pieces of green glass, maybe it won't work.
We want blocks, too.
I'm
not fascinating, though. I rarely see a glass maker do the mood. Get in the mood.
Alright, we're making this so somebody else can come and make the glass blocks. Then we do have that JM queued up, I hope. Yes, that's an infinite thing.
Well, wait. What is JMQ'd?
Glass blocks?
Yeah, I don't know if glass blocks and raw glass are the same thing.
Okay, well, we still need to build a second glass furnace so that we can figure out what it is.
Yes, I thought it was done. Okay.
Clear glass, crystal glass.
Well, he needs green glass. There you go. There.
Make raw green glass? I don't know what that is.
That's
interesting.
What he needs.
Okay.
It's just like a blob of glass. You don't shape it into a block. It's really hot sand.
So he's just gonna take a glass.
It's the potential
blob?
for glass.
Well, there he goes. He's begun a mysterious construction. It recenters me on the beach for some reason every time he does something on the boat. Also, this guy's on fire.
It's his job. They were running around doing that.
Okay.
I saw the. I've seen other people that I don't think they're on fire. I think their job is
like a furnace operator or whatever. Yeah. That makes sense, I guess. How's our bee stuff happening? We don't have anything. We don't have any honey we can press from honeycomb. We should probably continue to build hives because, and I think up in the prow of the boat would be a good place for them.
Yes.
Because if we're stuck, if we want to be self-sufficient on the boat by the end of this, we're going to have things that are not grown. So mead is going to be a big thing. We're going to be making a lot of liquor from mead. We're going to need a lot more nest boxes, potentially. Which I don't see any eggs, so we can not worry too much about that. There's a bird in the nest box. Oh, dagnabbit! He did it 2 seconds.
I got a lot of dwarves running around, just dying to...
Forbid! Ah! Oh, he's created a green glass goblet.
Oh, nice!
I guess it is. Decorated with... glass, encircled with glass, image of amber trades, the silk of trusting, the green glass goblet. It's one of these meta artifacts. Or the only interesting thing they could think to put on there was the image of the artifact.
It's ridiculous. It's also very arrogant of him being like, this thing's gonna be so good, I'm gonna put itself on it. It's gonna be amazing. It's not that good of a goblet. Okay.
We should build some more beds.
Can you pierce the cavern?
Now, I said I was gonna do military this week, Joe, and you're trying to get me off track.
All right. Well, have we gotten medals yet?
That's a good question. I don't see a struck. Well, you know, a good way to get some types of metals, Joe, is to dig down into the caverns. Let's do that. I don't know why you've let me go so long without it. You're not a very good co-player.
Let you go so long without it. Yes.
They are digging down. We must need to dig off here.
Yeah, we must have magically dug through it, which never happens unless you're looking for it.
Yeah, then you're like, oh yeah, you can't find it.
Yes. This is a great impersonation of us not finding the cavern.
Have some.
That was a good kicker too. Well done.
That's your kicker that you use when we goober something up.
Have some. I'm saying, you adding that on, impersonating me as we goober up the cavern finding. It's just, I got chills, Albert.
We're a well-oiled machine, Joe. We've worked for so long together like an old married couple.
Well, they're gonna dig this instead of the thing!
Yeah, they will. But this is where we're probably more likely to find metals. We could cheat. I don't feel like cheating. I was gonna say we could use DF hack and do the locate mineral thing.
I go back and forth on that.
We've cheated. I feel like our cheating that we have done with killing the were-beasts has been enough. I don't want to go further than that.
Well, do our people want to see us flounder around looking for iron, or do they want to see us get iron and then do so? Yeah, exactly. I think most of them would rather see us get obliterated by the were-ass in the first episode than just move on to something else. But we like to try and actually build fortresses sometimes. Apparently, one of the were-ass, the initial were-ass attack is hard-coded in, too. Not were-ass, but
were-beast? Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
You're just always going to get a were-beast within like a year?
Yeah, apparently.
This is going nuts. What's this? Oh, okay.
Yay!
You gonna search for it?
Birth in a tree.
Oh, she's over here. I don't think it likes going to the edge of the map for some reason.
True.
It's like, oh, you're right over here close to the edge. We're gonna stick you in the trees
it's
somewhere.
Scary over there.
You might fall off.
That's a hoppin' tavern, don't I?
It's not a tavern yet, but in going back through some of our stuff, I was actually watching it with AJ. Watching episode 1, and one of the requirements on this challenge is to have a tavern on our boat.
Oh.
Everybody's starving. Now that's not because of the
no, they're just starving over here.
Other thing. Yeah. Now,
or you know what it is migrants probably came in and didn't get pastured. Yeah.
Yep. So let's try that. I didn't realize cavy puppies are.
Yep, guinea pigs need to be pastured.
It's weird. It's a weird mechanic, Joe.
Yes, it is. A game full of them. In a game full of weird mechanics.
What can I make here? Probably nothing good, huh?
I don't know why you're just randomly stopping to look at the craft store.
Yeah, I am. You know, I feel like that the greatest Dwarf Fortress players spend a lot of time paused in the game. I think you said that last week, didn't you?
Yes. All of the greats. Willie Lomax and John Six Fingers Alou.
That's all Krug Smash ever shows is just like, people not moving. It's weird. I don't know how that content gets anywhere.
I love this awesome.
Everybody being stung by bees.
That's what I was about to say.
Can I build a wall around that so the bees don't get them so good often?
I don't know that it
like with a door?
Anything. It's one of those things where it happens, but it's like, does that matter?
I'm going to build some more hives. I'm going to JMQ some more hives. Let's make some clay hives. We have so much clay, Joe.
No, porcelain hives.
That's not called that in the menu.
I think I might have been thinking of terracotta also. There's some material that's only made from itself. It's very weird. Clay is created by the chemical weathering and geothermal alteration of igneous rocks into hydrous aluminum silicates. Great. The other two words, terracotta and ceramics, are a matter of subculture and semantics. And clay is fired to a high temperature. So, like, humans might have,
like, clay or porcelain or whatever?
What might?
But it's the same thing? Like, if you had a human trader or an elven trader?
Maybe. I'm gonna read, though. Well, this is not on the Dwarf Fortress wiki. This is actually this is real-world knowledge. So I don't know if it affects how elves call it.
Okay, I'm super paranoid about poults not hatching. Because they're taking all my eggs. Can I just forbid them from using eggs in general? Can I go in the kitchen and be like, no eggs?
The stockpile, you can forbid eggs.
They're cooking our royal honeybee jelly. In what stockpile? In the stocks, you mean?
I don't know. No. You have a stockpile somewhere that they're grabbing the eggs and bringing them to. If they have nowhere to put the eggs, they'll just leave the eggs alone.
Hey, we've discovered an expansive cavern deep underground.
Excellent.
I don't know how that's useful. It does not say we've uncovered any metals or anything, though. Just disappointing. If I have them go over here and, like, mine... Oh, nope. Mine something. Does that reveal stuff where they can now see more metals? Will they see metals down here?
See more metals? Did we get an announcement if we... I forget.
Yes.
Okay.
When you crack open a cavern, if it's got stuff in it that you can see... Oh, what's this? Cancels brew drink seeking infant. Okay, that's fine. She'll find it.
I have faith in you.
And more people giving birth.
Was that backwards?
It's a fertile fort.
She slapped the... Oh, there's two births?
There's two births right after one after another. These babies are gonna love living in this bee fort.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't either.
That is the bee fort.
Yeah, it is. I don't know why I went with that and not like.
Well, it is. But I mean, the more you think about it, the more it's like, yeah, that's pretty much
our main for food industry is going to be bees, which is something you didn't really see on actual ships. I wonder if it's because they were stupid.
Yeah, that's probably why they didn't bring bees on board actual ships. No other reason I can think of. Everyone knows the hardy nature
Herman
of
Melville
beehives
should
and
have
bees.
showed that in Moby Dick.
Also, when you think stationary animal, you think bees.
Well, they wouldn't have anywhere to go on the ocean. Like, they stick around the hive.
Do they? Wouldn't they fly off and then try and come back to their hive and it wouldn't be where they left it?
You know what would be a problem, though? They wouldn't have anything to make the the honey out of.
You wouldn't need a garden.
Because there aren't any flowers in the open ocean. Those guys with all their beehives on those ships are pretty dumb, huh? What a stupid idea.
Oh my god. That's one of the worst ideas. You would have to only sail nearby flower beds. The Dutch had them.
You gotta bring the flowers with you. We're running out of rock blocks. We could make another mason's workshop. I bet we need more masons, Joe. That seems like it would make sense. Let's build one on the ship.
There you go.
And we
remember the depot's got to get...
Yeah, in fact, let's double check. The depot is still good, Joe.
Okay, you have to keep that far left side.
Mason's workshop right here. We have bismuth. What's a bismuth?
Also, can we melt things? People have pointed out... Probably Griffin. No, that's a good way of getting
You can melt metal objects. Well, yeah. What metal objects would they melt, though?
You have to designate things with an M, and then they'll melt them. So whatever we have, like you can buy copper toy boxes and then melt them down.
Okay. We have a smelter. We can hit metal object, but that'll just pick whatever metal object they want.
No, it'll say no metal object designated to be melted. You have to pick metal objects and hit M. This is easy if your stocks are well organized, accounted for.
Would that be what kind of stuff? So we could build a stockpile with metal objects in it. How would you do that? Would that be finished goods and furniture?
Or weapons.
And weapons?
I guess.
Goods.
But
we don't want to. We want to make weapons, so
we want to
like
melt
anything...
down the next trader that comes. See what sort of metal objects he has, because they're not going to bring a lot of bars. That's what has been told to us.
Yes.
That Polt got. Oh, Albert, you got.
What? We can't. We can't melt a metal
consist
object.
on birds and bees.
The
Polt keeps getting stung by a bee. Sex Heavenboat. That's what that's about.
Oh my goodness! You're right. It's the birds and the bees boat.
Yes.
I've blown away that's not until just now occurred to any of us.
Well, we didn't even know the name was Heavenboat for like 2 episodes.
Yeah, we're not very bright, are we?
I don't know. We are pioneering the the bees as a food source on naval vessels.
Yeah, that's true.
Take that,
My little stone stockpile right here.
Darwin. The only naval thing I could think of was Darwin.
What?
I don't know. The Beagle.
There was a podcast I was listening to yesterday where they were trying to name like different fictional ships. And I was very upset they didn't name Pequod. They went off in like Star Wars land.
Yeah, I could see that.
Which is understandable. I feel like you should be only able to name one.
I was about to say, did they set a limit
ship
on
per universe? They named others. They did Dawn Treader.
Were they just sitting there naming boats? What was the pretense?
No, they were talking about the convention of naming things in general, like philosophically. Mm-hmm. It's the No Dumb Questions podcast, which I really enjoy, but that one I was like, "What? Say Pequod! Say Pequod!" Of course, it doesn't matter. Alt H needs hive. Where's my hives at?
Where's my hives at? It's not even validated. Do you have a manager?
Oh, is my manager in the military?
Probably.
That's a great question, Joe.
Noble professions: mayor, manager, and broker.
Okay, we're removed from the squad.
Wow. Overachiever.
Let's not have him in there. I mean, he is disciplined.
Yeah, he's got 3 jobs.
These guys have at least the potential for discipline, so we'll put them in. Oh, we only have room for...
Only 1 guy. I know you removed... It's like a riddle. You remove your mayor, your manager, and your broker from the squad. But only 1 slot opens up. How can that be?
Is the mayor a woman?
The mayor is a... I don't know, I didn't check. I cannot operate on this boy.
A lot of Polts running around.
A lot of bees.
Everybody's having sex in this, like, communal living area. Feel bad for him.
It's birds and bees.
Yeah, I guess so.
The sex boat. The sex boat. Music and wait, no, that's the Copacabana. That's not the Love Boat. I don't know the theme song to the Love Boat.
I'm pretty sure you were on it.
Does it also sound an awful lot like the Copacabana?
I only know the Love Boat theme from seeing it in Airplane.
Yeah,
too?
Maybe.
So
like, I'm sort of with you. I definitely didn't like watch it.
This is the part of the show where Joe wanders off and watches videos about the Love Boat instead of watching Albert play Dwarf Fortress.
I'll try not to. This can't possibly be as fascinating as Surf Nazis Must Die.
I'm with you, Joe.
I'm just saying, I probably won't derail for as long as I did with that viewing.
I don't complain about that. Those are
now that felt like a long
amazing
time, even for our standards. Granted,
yeah, but like
when you're the when you're the backup color commentary, you just leave. After you're like, I was reading about the War of 1812. What were we?
I have been interested. I've been learning about the Charge of the Light Brigade for our Bad Ideas podcast.
Are there words?
You got me, Joe. I just said I didn't watch it.
Exciting and new. What the hell was the show about?
I don't know. I literally never did watch it.
8 million people in it. My God.
It's a big boat. I don't think they were on a rowboat, Joe.
Did they get
There's a lot of love.
Is it the Diamond Princess? No, it's the Pacific Princess. It never occurred to me this is just a freaking cruise ship.
Yeah?
I don't know. In my head, it was somehow different, but it's just there it is, the Love Boat.
You thought that there was just a perpetual, group of people who were always on one boat?
Something.
For no reason?
Promises something for anyone.
That's a show that needs a dark and gritty reboot right there.
I mean, you're the one who last episode was like, man, show me a boat and I'll book a room on it.
Almost 100%. Yes. No, I don't.
I
live on a boat.
I don't know. Like, the footage from that was just like stock cruise ship footage with some. Like, they showed the gangway moving up in like a mechanical manner. I always thought it was a little more whimsical than that. Like Fantasy Island, at least made it look like a unique and interesting place. They weren't like sitting in front of the
cruise ship. For most people, cruise ships are a unique and interesting place.
Not if you've been on a cruise ship, though. Then you're just like, wait, the Love Boat's just like that crowded hellhole I was on.
I think about, there was a really good, several really helpful people on the one cruise that I've been on. And, in the course of all this COVID stuff, I think about them, and hope that they are okay. Because they were hard workers.
Other boats haven't been.
Well, no, but people are canceling cruises because they
right.
Know. So I hope that those guys, if they are out of a job, are doing well because
I feel, and this is just gut feeling, but people working on cruise ships seem to be not dependent on the cruise ship, but just like, hey, this is a good gig to do, and then they get like 6 weeks on, 6 weeks off, or something crazy like that. Some weird schedule like that.
That could be.
So I feel like that would just be like, all right, I'll be a lumberjack now, or whatever.
This dude did not seem like he had the constitution for lumberjacking.
Lumberjack. Whatever, something.
They made a mean cup of coffee, though. I gotta say, that was like the best normal cup of coffee I've ever had.
It's based on the non-fiction boat Love Boats.
On the cruise ship.
Oh god, it's followed by 2 movies. What is happening? Okay. Well, Aaron Spelling, my god, that guy he knew what crap would stick to the wall.
Yeah, we might not have any metal, Joe. Now, one thing that it came up a lot in the wiki that I don't want to say ignored, but it was like much more difficult, was that you could get metal in an igneous extrusive layer. Is that ringing a bell even a little bit for you?
I wasn't listening. What?
Igneous extrusive.
What about it?
That you could get metal in it.
Sure. Aluminum? Copper?
You can get iron. Or is it igneous intrusive?
I'm going through what you can get. Hematite is igneous extrusive.
Okay,
yes.
How do we get to an igneous extrusive layer? What kind of rock is that?
They are formed from andesite, basalt, dacite, obsidian, and rhyolite.
I've seen those before, but I don't know if we have any in this one. Schist, phyllite, marble, quartzite, phyllite. Did we say phyllite?
Nope, rhyolite.
Okay. Diorite, granite, gabbro. And then we ran out of... We can't get into this cavern, actually. We gotta dig over or something. So we can get to where we want to be. But, you know what I'm actually gonna say let's not dig into the cavern, actually, where somebody can easily get to us.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna have this stairway coming into the cavern. We have a stairway going down... Oh, what's this? Elven caravan has arrived. Okay, good.
Ugh,
Sadly, we have not built our gangplank for them to die off of.
Yeah, that turned out to be way trickier than you might think.
Well, the build a floor out and then just saw the floor out from underneath of them was not so difficult. But I didn't want to do all that work and rebuild the floor every time, so... Cancels drink, horrified. I bet a bunch of people died.
There. Why is that guy so
water turned back to water?
Oh, I didn't see that. I was looking at the wiki.
Yeah. Where's the guy at? V. Stressed. What are your thought preferences?
I mean, this is probably the one.
Horrified after seeing Olin season crafted die. Horrified after seeing moral tickle lanterns die.
Tick lanterns, thank you.
Okay, well, whatever.
Let's
engrave some slabs. Is my mare set up?
Yes. I know burying the dead is a great way to help, but also...
If they fell into the water...
Okay. But
you're asking, is my mare happy?
Having a mare set up lets people complain and relieve stress.
I pulled a tooth the size of a shot glass out of the wrecked hull of a boat out there, and it was the tooth of a great white. It was Ben Gardner's boat. It was all chewed up. I helped tow it in. You should have seen him.
That's a good point.
So, outside of just burying the bodies, you can also try and make the landscape less of a hellish wasteland.
Alright, he needs decent office, decent quarters, decent dining room, 2 chests. This is going to be tough. Where am I going to put all that stuff at?
I don't know.
Can I put him in the front of the boat here? No, but it's harder, though, with going up. Because of, you have to have all stuff have a ceiling. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So if you build, you actually need to build out.
You can go up.
I'm thinking a room sort of to the front of the boat here where I can get rid of this mechanics workshop and put it somewhere else. And then he can be sort of in the bow of the boat. What do you think about that idea?
Yes. Is the mayor in charge or is the manager? And on our boat, who's gonna...
you mean like who's gonna be the captain?
Yeah.
I think probably the mayor. Manager seems like he's more of an office work kind of guy. Did they cancel the wall, or they just didn't get to... Oh, it's suspended, yeah. Probably the guy fell off and died. We have to wrap this up here in a minute, Joe. The mayor has ended a mandate. Alright, we did get our military kind of going. They do not have the weapons that they need, I would imagine. He's got a buckler. He's got
spear.
Nothing. Oh, yeah, he does. You're right. That guy, I can't look at his inventory. Why? Oh, he's probably not a civilization member, I think. This guy has a buckler, as we said, a copper shield. They all have defensive stuff, so that's nice.
That's something.
We did buy a bunch of that when we were, and this guy has a buckler. We bought a bunch of that when we were out, when we were doing our trading, so that's going to have to continue next week. We didn't get a ton done today, Joe.
Yeah, we did.
I'm not completely happy. We dug around. We didn't find any metal. The Elven Caravan is here, and we haven't even done anything with them. I guess you have to tune in next time to find out what happens with the Elven Caravan.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's a good hook.
Yeah. Thanks. That's what it was intended for. We'll see you guys next time. If you enjoyed this, you should click on that subscribe button. If you have things that you want to tell us about the Love Boat, leave those in the comment. We'd love to hear them.
See ya.